This conference will now be recorded.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, yesterday class we discussed, about sleep method and how the thread will be stopped and how the interrupt method call will work. The thread will be interrupted by using interrupt method call, but the thread will be interrupted only when the thread is entering into sleeping mode or joining mode and wait mode, right? Exactly. And the thread names we discussed and overloading run method and we need to write the complete code inside the run method, guys. We can take your own methods and private methods. You can call those private methods, right? Yeah. Because yesterday I given some assignment. Let me go this assignment first. Guys, the assignments are completed or not completed? T1, T2, T3. Guys, is it assignments are completed or not completed?
Not completed, sir.
What, Rani? Rani, is it assignments are completed or not completed? Charan, Durga, Guru, Veda.
Try
Guys,
to
the
print
assignments
at
are
one thread, sir. I was trying to do the first assignment.
you're getting output or not?
Yeah, first T1 I got that.
Show me the code. Share the code.
Just
Okay, so normal Java class will become thread class when we extend what? Thread class, guys. So thread class, override run method to write the logics. So public void run method you are taking. Public void run method. Yes, here I want print the message is what? 10 times like, so 3 times good morning message, right? Exactly. 3 times if you want
in assignment
three
I
times.
have copied it, sir.
Just you can write the log. You can, place the assignments in chart. Just code the code you can place simply. Because for int I equal to 0, I equal to 0 you can take. I think I said like 3 times, right? I less than 3. Then simply can make die plus plus, right? Exactly. The system dot out dot printer enough. I said 3 threads are printing the message like what? Good morning message, right? Exactly. Yes, 3 threads are printing the good morning message is well and good. Because 3 threads are printing good morning. Class, we can take the threaded demo class. Threaded demo class, you can take the main method. What's the syntax of main method? Public static void main. Yeah, public static void main. We can write the string array RJS, right? That's it. Open brace, close brace. Because if 3 threads are doing the same activity means don't create the 3 threaded classes, guys. For the single class, we create the 3 objects, right? So no, for the single class, you can create the 3 objects, guys. My thread T1 equal to new my thread. My thread T2 equal to, yeah, my thread T2 equal new my thread. My thread T3 equal new my thread. So these 3 threads are executing for the same object. Yeah, for the same object. Exactly. For the same method, you're printing like 3 times, right? Exactly, guys. Then you can call simply T1 dot starter, T1 dot starter, then T2 dot starter, and T3 dot start is there, right? T3 dot what? Starter. First case which thread is running, guys? T1 thread is running. First case T1 thread is running. This logic means I want to get the thread name, right? Then simply here can I use the plus thread dot current thread dot get name, right? First case which thread is running? Thread 0 is running, so this code will be executed. Current thread is like thread 0. Second case thread 2, thread 1 is executing. Third case thread 2 is executing, right? So the thread 0, thread 1, thread 2. So first case T1 thread is executing means that is a current thread. Second case current thread is what? T2 thread. Third case third thread is T3 is current thread, right? Exactly. Okay, for the 1 second gap, I want print the data. So to stop the execution, thread dot sleep method. Sleep method throws exception like interrupt exception, and interrupt exception is checked exception. So we have to put this thread dot sleep method in which block? Try catch block, right? Take the try block and take the corresponding catch block. Which exception you got, guys? Interrupted. Yeah, interrupt exception, right? Interrupt exception, something like E. Then you can write the E dot what? Print, print stack trace, right? That's all, guys. Yes, E dot print stack trace. I'm printing, right? Exactly. Good, guys. Yes, if you save this code, now these 3 threads running parallelly or one by one? Guys, if these three threads will run parallelly or one by one? Definitely
by
the three threads will run. Why one by one? Multi-threading means what? All threads will run parallel, right? If all threads are running parallelly means then what happened, guys? There are three threads running at a time. So three threads running at a time, right? Yes or no? Multi-threading means what? These three threads will run parallelly, right? Three threads will run parallelly means then what happened, guys? The three threads are printing this message, three threads executing this message, three threads are executing this message, right? Exactly. Then code is compiled fine. Yeah, code is compiled fine. Java class is called what? Test class. So which class contains main method, guys? Java the class is called what? Thread demo class, right? That's it. Yes, three threads are running, three threads running, three threads running, right? Yes, three threads running, three threads running, and what? Three threads running, right? Exactly. But what we expected output, guys? I need the output is like thread is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, right? Like that, I want to print the message, guys. Guys, to print the message like this, to print a message like that, what I will do, tell me? I want print the thread 0, 0, 0. Remain two threads has to stop, right?
wait.
Guys, first thread, when I'm executing the first thread, I want to stop the remaining two threads, right? I want to stop the remaining two threads, guys. While executing the first thread, how can we stop the remaining two threads means? Yeah, how can we stop the remaining two threads? There's a question, right? Exactly. Because when the first thread is running, how can we stop the remaining two threads means? Then simply can call the t1 dot join function. Just guys, here three threads are running parallelly, so that's what you got. The output is a 120, 102, 102, something like this. But what is my requirement here? I want the first thread first output, then second thread, then third thread. It means while executing the first thread, I don't want to execute the remaining two threads, right? I want to stop the remaining two threads. To stop the remaining two threads, what we will do? We are going to what? Join, right? T1 dot join means what happened, when the T1 is running, remaining threads, you please wait. Remaining thread, you don't interrupt. So guys, the join method is also what happened, guys. Okay, join
Yeah.
method means what happened? Remaining threads are goes to which state? Sleeping state, right? That's what it is also throwing which exception, guys, here? Interrupt exception. So that's what how to handle this exception, guys. Because whenever we are calling the sleep method means what? Thread is entered to sleeping mode. In the same way, when you call the join method means what happened, guys? Your thread is entered to sleeping mode, other threads will enter to sleeping mode.
Other thread.
Other thread, because your thread is current thread is running, other threads enter into what? Sleeping mode, right? Exactly. Because if you want, you can check the API documentation once regarding the join method. So Java 8 API documentation. If you go for the Oracle docs, if you go for the Oracle docs, if you go for the Oracle docs, java.lang package I want to open. The java.lang package, I need a thread class, right? I need the class like what? Thread class. Yeah, this is my thread class, guys. If you take the thread class, in the thread class, you can go for the join. If you go for the join, yeah, this is like join is overload method, guys, basically. Waits for this thread to die. Yeah, so this is like join method, guys. This is like join of milliseconds. This is like join of what? Milliseconds and nanoseconds, right? Yes, total how many join methods we have? Total 3 join methods we have, right? Exactly. Yes, wait for this thread to die. Wait for this thread to die means what? Remaining threads wait until this thread will die, right?
You
Yes, the
mean the
meaning is what? Wait for this thread to die means first let me complete this work and let me die this thread. The remaining threads you don't disturb.
okay.
Is that point is clear? Yeah, so wait for this thread to die. So for remaining guys, please wait for to die this thread, right? Exactly. That is called join, guys. So this is like waits the milliseconds and nanoseconds for this thread to die. Wait the milliseconds and nanoseconds for this thread to die, right? Exactly, guys. So this thread is dying. Yeah. Join is a overload method, guys. So here I will tell you 1 second. Guys, without argument means then what happened, guys? Without argument means then what happened? Wait for this thread to die. It means what? Remaining threads will wait until completion of this thread, until termination of this, until die this thread, right? Exactly. What if you can give the milliseconds? If you give the milliseconds here, yeah, join. Okay, this is like milliseconds, guys. This is like milliseconds means what happened, guys? Here, wait the most milliseconds what you give in the millisecond for this thread to die, right? Exactly. Guys, first case, remaining threads will wait until this thread is die, right? Yes or no, guys? Remaining threads will wait until this thread will be die. Die means what? This thread completion, right? Second case, what happened, guys? Remaining threads will wait until this thread is die, or it wait some for milliseconds. Remaining threads will wait some milliseconds. Within that millisecond, this thread is completed, no problem. If it didn't complete, then what happens, guys? Again, all threads will run parallel, right? Guys, all threads will run parallelly. And what a third case, guys? It will wait for the milliseconds and nanoseconds for this thread to die, right? Yeah. Guys, we are giving this much time for this thread. Meanwhile, it is completed, no problem. If it is not completed, then what happens, guys? All threads will run parallel, right? Guys, all threads will run. All threads will run what? Parallel, right? Guys, are you clear now? What I'm doing? What I'm talking? Yeah, join is overload method, guys. Join of the interrupt exception it is writing. So we have to handle the interrupt exception, right? Exactly. Because T1 dot join means what happened, guys? I didn't pass any argument. In this case, what happened? Remaining threads will wait until this thread is die, right? Remaining threads will wait. Wait threads remaining threads will wait until this thread will be die, right? Exactly. Guys, simply you can run this code. Code is compiled fine. So code is compiled fine. Yeah, join method is throwing interrupt exception, right? We have to handle this, guys. Again, we have to take the try catch block, guys. Instead of making try catch block, can I use throws keyword, right? Exactly. So then you can compile this code. How many ways you can handle the checked exception? Two ways, right? Try catch block and throws keyword. So Java thread demo class. Now see, guys, remind threads wait, right, until this thread die. After this thread completion, remain two threads will start parallel, right? Assume like I get the 5 times, guys. Then what happened here? Remaining threads will wait how many seconds, guys? Remaining threads will wait 5 seconds, right? Thread 0, thread 0, thread 0, thread 0, thread 0. After that, two threads will run parallelly. Good. But here, join of milliseconds I'm giving. So assume like I given like 2000 milliseconds. It means remaining threads will wait how much time? Remaining threads will wait how much time? 2 seconds, right?
Yes.
Guys, remaining threads will wait how much time? 2 seconds, right? After 2 seconds, then what happened? In the 2 seconds, the T1 thread is completed, not a problem. If it is not completed, then what happened? All threads will run parallel, right?
Parallel.
Yeah, if the thread is not completed, then all threads will run what? Parallel, right? Exactly. They can compile this code. Code is compiled fine. So Java thread demo. It will wait how many seconds? Guys? 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, what happened? All will run parallel, right? 102, 102, 121, something like this, right? Exactly. So milliseconds and nanoseconds are same thing. 2000 milliseconds and 1000 nanoseconds are given. It's also same process, right? We'll wait for the 2000 milliseconds and 1 nanosecond. 2000 milliseconds or 1000 nanoseconds. After that, what happens is both threads will run parallel, right? All threads will run parallelly. That is called join without argument and with argument, guys. Let me work with that without join, guys, without argument. It means what? Remain threads will wait until this thread will die, right? Just wait for this thread to die. Remaining as you guys wait to die this thread, right? Exactly. Yeah. Now, yeah, can I call the T2 dot join, guys? Then what happened now? T2 dot join means then what happened now? When the T1 thread is running, remaining two threads are in sleeping mode. When the T2 thread is running, T thread is in the waiting state, right? Because I'm calling the T2 dot join, right? Exactly. This you can compile this code. Code is compiled fine. Yeah, that is demo. This T1 dot join means remaining two threads are waiting. Then T2 dot join means what? Next thread will wait, right? Until T2 thread will die. Once the T2 thread is died, then D thread executing, right? Guys, you got the output clearly, right? What we expected. Yeah, what we expected, we got the output, guys. Because here we have to understand the point, like here multiple threads are doing the same activity, different functionality, same functionality. If multiple threads are doing the same functionality, don't they take the multiple classes? For the single class, we can create the 3 thread objects, right? Yes or no? If multiple threads are doing the same activity, don't take the 3 classes for the threads, right? For the single class, you can create how many thread objects, guys? Guys, for the single class, how many thread objects you have to create? For the single class, you can create the multiple thread objects, right? Exactly. Is that clear now? If the multiple threads are doing the same functionality, yeah, multiple threads are doing what? Same functionality. Functionality. If multiple threads are doing the same functionality, then for single class, create the multiple object, right? Then to the single class, guys, to the single class, create the, tell me guys, create the multiple, multiple thread objects, right? Exactly. Guys, for the single class, if multiple threads are doing the same functionality, if the multiple threads are doing the same functionality, then to the single thread, create the multiple thread objects, right? Yeah, multiple thread objects, guys. Is it clear now? Yes. That's the first example answer, guys. Yesterday class. Yesterday class we got assignment 1, right? This is answer for that. Assignment 1 answer, guys. Guys, assignment number 2, tell me. Assignment number 2. Is the 3 threads are doing the same activity, different activity?
Same activity.
Second thread. Assume like good morning is printed 2 times, good evening printed 3 times, good night is printed 4 times, right? Good night is printed 4 times means what? Different activities, right? Different activity means what we will do. We can take the same class. See, same functionality means for the single class, multiple thread objects. But if it's a different functionality means what? Definitely you have to take the 3 different threads, right? So now guys, we have to take the 3 different threads. My thread 1 extending thread class, writing the 2 times good morning message. Writing the my thread 2 extending thread class 3 times good evening message. Assume like some different functionalities there completely. Guys, assume like some different functionalities there, right? Exactly. But third thread, guys, third thread extending like thread class, good night is printing 4 times, right? Exactly. Yes or no? Good. Guess you can take the threaded demo class. So threaded demo, yeah, you can take the class threaded demo is there. So I'm creating like new my thread 1 dot start, new my thread 2 dot start, new my thread 3 dot start. Yes, new my thread 1 dot start, my thread 2 dot start, my thread 3 dot start, right? Exactly. Guys, here I didn't set the name, right? Guys, I'm using any name here. Guys, I didn't set the name. If you want to set the names, just work with the default names is fine. What do you say?
Names would be fine.
See, guys, I think this is one constructor is there. You try to see this constructor once. Thread string name is there, right? Thread string name means what? Allocates a new thread object, right? Guys, as you see, allocates new thread object. The constructor is the constructor has the same effect to the thread of null name object. Name of the new thread name, right? Name of the new thread means what? Simply here I can pass like so new thread name directly. Ratan Anu Ratan and what? Ratan Anu and what? We can write like Sravya. But the point is what? If you want to stop other threads, we require the join function, right? Guys, we require the join function or not. That's what can I take the reference variable, guys. My thread t1 equal to new my thread of, then you can call like this is my first thread here. So yeah, let me check once. Good. So my thread T1 equal Ratan. You can make the Anu. You can make like what? Stravia, right? Yeah, Stravia we can give. Yes, yes, no. My thread T1 equal to new my thread 1 of Ratan, and my thread T2, my thread 2 equal to new my thread 2, right? Exactly. My thread 3 equal to new my thread 3, right? Exactly, guys. Then you can simply can call the T1 dot start, T2 dot start, T3 dot start. Then we can call like T1 dot start, right? Let me try with the first thread. It's working good. Then we'll go for the second thread execution. JavaC test dot Java. Let's see, guys. I'm expecting like null and a null. Then we can try. Actual argument form argument length is different. Why this guy is giving this thread then? Name of the new thread, right? Name of new thread means can I give only single argument, right? My thread in the class cannot be applied to the given types. This is the data. Why this is the data? He's doing like this. He's doing
Sir,
like
need to give
this.
a string. Need to give a
Mm-hmm.
string. Need to give a string.
It's
String.
I'm wrong actually, because this is which class constructor? This is a thread class constructor. But what
Need
we
to
are
take
doing,
thread
we are taking thread class constructor,
in my thread.
normal our class constructor,
Yes, sir.
right? But we have the option it seems. Let me try once. Real time we will do the code like this, guys. Actually, I'm thinking like the thread class constructor, but I realized thread class I'm not passing the argument. My thread class I'm passing the argument, right? Exactly, guys. Here, can I take the okay? See, guys, how the real time we will develop the code like this. We realized I got the mistake. Then how to overcome this? Any chance is there? Now I can pass the name, right? Can I pass this name is the super class now? Huh? Is it I'm doing correct or wrong? Then you can compile this code, guys. So definitely the code is compiled. Even if you execute the code also, definitely you will get the output. Thread demo, right? Exactly. See, guys, Ratan is got the output, right? Thread good morning, Ratan 2 times. Guys, are you clear what I'm doing? Huh?
You took a constructor, sir. Using constructor, you are
Actually, to give the name of the thread class contains one constructor. Thread class of string argument constructor is there. But I can give my thread name while creation of my object, right? When I'm creating my object, I want to give the thread name. Then what I done, my class I taken the constructor. But my class constructor execute means thread is name is not assigned, right? When the thread name is assigned, whenever the thread class construct executed. That's what by passing my name during object creation, I taken my name, right? By passing by name, I'm creating which class object, guys? Thread class object, right? I'm calling the thread class constructor. The statement is clear. Now it is calling which class constructor, guys? Thread class constructor, right? Exactly. Guys, it says that clearly when my thread one means which class object is creating, our class object, a thread class object is creating. Definitely thread class object is what? Created, right? Guys, are it clear now? Huh? Good. But giving the name this much cinema is not good, guys. Yes or no? Just to give the name. During object creation, if you want, you can give the name. Definitely we have the option. But this data goes to our class constructor. In our class constructor, we can call the thread class constructor by passing the our name. That is option. But this much cinema is if you don't want, then simply they are giving the approach is what t1 dot what set name method. That's it. Okay, so which one is better? Can I take the constructor for every class or just simply can call it set name method? What do you say?
maybe.
Set name, huh? Okay, fine. I'm trying to set the three different names, Ratan, Anu, and what? Stravi, right? Exactly. It's T1 dot set name. So, and you can take the T2 thread. This is my T2 dot set name here. And this you can take, this is a T3 thread. You can take the 3T dot set name, right? That's it. Because T1 dot set name, T2 dot set name, T3 dot set name. After that, I'm calling the T1 dot start. Yeah, T1 dot start, T2 dot start, T3 dot start. But let me wait other threads until T1 thread die. How this thread will die? T dot join, and this thread also you can write the T dot join. It what happened, guys? Waits until T1 thread is die. Wait until T2 thread is die, right? Guys, wait until T1 thread is die and T2 thread is die, right? Exactly. Yes, previous example, multiple threads are doing the same activity means for the single class can create the multiple objects, multiple thread objects. But this example, multiple threads are doing the same activity, different activity, different activity. That's what simply we can take the different classes, right? Yes, you can take the different classes. Exactly. Is it clear now? Java say test.java, then code is compiled fine. Join method is throwing exception definitely. That's what you can write what throws what interrupt exception. Because in multi-threading, whenever the thread is in the stopping mode means sleeping mode generally. So when the thread is in the stopping mode or sleeping mode, definitely we have to handle the interrupt exception. So Java say test.java, then code is compiled fine. Java class is called what? Thread demo class, right? Yeah. Now see the output, guys. Guys, we got the proper output, right? Why good morning, what we are doing, guys? we are we are creating object of all mythread1 class, right? For the second object we want to create for the mythread2, for the third object we want to create for the mythread3 class, right? Exactly. Guys, now we can compile this code is compiled fine, code executed fine. Yeah, see guys, we got the output. First one is a 2 times remind threads are, you are getting proper output, right? Guys, it is not printing like 1 second gap because we didn't give 1 second, right? But the expected output is what we got the same output, right? We got the same output, right? Because if we didn't call the join means what happened, guys? We'll get the parallel output. If we didn't call the join, then 3 threads run parallelly, right? If 3 threads run parallelly, yeah, if 3 threads will run parallelly, then we got the output like this: Shravya, Anuradhan, Shravya, Anuradhan, Anu, Shravya, Shravya, something like this. If 3 threads are running parallelly. But if you use a join function, other threads wait until this thread will die. Exactly. Guys, every thread you want me write the sleep, or it's fine.
It's fine, sir.
It's fine, right? Again, sleep method every time writing is not good for programming. But to see the clear output, definitely sleep is required. But already you written the previous example sleep, right? It's fine, guys. If multiple threads are doing the same different activity means definitely we have to take how many classes, guys? Different classes, right? We have to take the different classes. Good, guys. Neighbor example, all threads performing what? Same action, right? Yeah, all threads perform same action or no, different actions. Good. Because here we have to remember one more point. Okay, this example contains how many threads total? This example or previous example. This example contains how many threads? Huh?
Three.
The above example contains total 4 threads. Okay, including main method. Main method. Total
Okay.
4.
Yes,
Yeah.
main method.
The above example contains 4 threads. Okay, so while discussing stack memory, you remembered or not? Whenever the execution starts from main method, for that main method, the JVM will create one stack memory, right? Yes, for the main method, the JVM will create one stack memory. Whatever the method calls are done by that thread, main method, all the method calls are stored in the stack memory or not? Guys, all the method calls will be stored in what? Stack memory, right? Exactly. Guys, all method calls will be stored in what? To stack memory. In the same way, yes, T1 main thread, one stack memory created. Yes, main thread, one stack is created. Main is a thread, one stack is created. In the same way, T1 is also one thread, right? Thread 1, right? It means the T1 thread also can call for multiple methods, right? initially it is calling run method, but inside the run method, yesterday I called add method, multiplication method, right? Different methods, right? Yeah, it means for every thread, guys, one stack memory will be created. In our example contains 4 threads, guys. Every thread stack is created. Every thread stack memory created. Stack memory created, guys. The method calls done by particular thread. The method calls under local variables of particular thread stored in what particular stack, right? Exactly. Guys, then what the conclusion for every thread? The example contains 4 threads. Every thread one stack memory created. So total, total 4 stack memories are created, right? Guys, in our example contains 4 threads. Every thread is stack memory created. So total, how many stack memories are created? 4 stack memory. 4 stack memories are created, right? Exactly. Method calls and local variables are done by method calls and local variables of particular thread stored in what particular stack, right? Guys, that statement is clear. Stored in what particular stack, right? Exactly. That's what, guys. See, if you're creating thread means separate task, right? Definitely. Creating thread is nothing but creating separate task, right? Then definitely what happened, guys? Multiple threads means what? Multiple stack memories are created. The particular method calls are done by particular thread. Every thread contains its own local variables and method calls, right? The method calls and local variables of particular thread stored in what particular stack memory, guys? Stored in particular stack memory, right? That's also a bit important point. Is it clear now? Good. That's example 2 assignment, guys. That's example 2 assignment, right? You need to separate class for the leave it. Guys, you can Ahmad, can please explain this code? If anything is required, I'll tell you the explanation. But Ahmad will tell you the explanation of this code. Usman, will tell you the explanation of this code. Usman, you start explanation.
Sir, my mic is not working.
I can hear you.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding. Okay,
Okay.
sir. So can you scroll upward? Yes. So there's a mythread class, okay, which we have extended through thread class. Then we have taken a variable int n. Then after that, we have made a constructor using passing that variable int n there, and this dot n is equal to this. For this class, for mythread class, we are using for passing this variable. Now we have taken a run method, and in run method we are looping through 1 to 10, where we are printing the value of n. Yes, where we are printing the value of n. Then we are concatenating star
Printing
into
the
that.
multiplication table, right?
Yes, star. Yes, multiplication symbol. Then again we are concatenating I. Whatever will be the value I will be printed there. Then equals. Then n into I will be calculated.
Simply
And
the
it
run
will,
method is doing like printing the table, right? 2's table or 3's table. Some table is printing. That's
yes,
it. With 1 second gap. Slowly, one by one, line by line, second by second, it's printing all the table 10 values, right?
then you
Exactly.
put thread.sleep there, and because thread.sleep
Slowly it will execute the data. If without
yes,
data sleep also it will work, but slowly it is printing the data, right? I need a slow motion.
yes. Then in main class you have made an object of this class mythread t1 is equal to new mythread, and you pass that constructor value where that mythread int n you pass that value here 3. Then you start the thread t1 dot start, then t1 dot join means until this thread finishes, then next thread will not be started.
Why
And
you
my-
take
you
why
create-
you taking the constructor in my thread class? Because during object creation I want to pass the table number, right? So to pass the
Yes.
table number, I took the thread class constructor,
If
one
you
argument constructor, right?
if you don't pass this value, then we will not get the value of n. So system.out.println might throw an error.
Yeah. So if the requirement is clear, right? So during object creation, I am passing my own thread here. For the single class only, you're creating the two different objects, right? By passing the two different values. For the single class only, we are creating the two different threads. Okay, single class only by creating two different threads. By passing the same input or different output inputs, different inputs, right? But during object creation, if you pass the value, this is like constructor argument. But constructor arguments are local data. Local data we cannot access inside the run method. That's what we will convert that local data to what instance data, so that the instance data we can access inside the run method, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the requirement I given yesterday class. So during object creation, if anyone said that when we have the requirement, like during object creation, if you want to initialize the data, during object creation, if you want to initialize the data, then definitely we have to take the constructor with this argument, guys. The statement is clear. Good.
Yes.
Then you can take the class. The class is called what? Java. So joint sleep is missing. Yeah, fine. Code is compiled. Fine. So you can execute the class thread demo is public. Very good. But I took the class name is file name is test.java, right? Public class means we have to save the application using public class name, right? If it's a public class, we must save the code using public class name. Then the demo, it's fine. 7 1s are 7, 7 2s are 14, like that. It's printing 1 second gap, right? Any second thread will wait until this thread will die. He's saying very good statement. Is saying wait for thread to die.
This thread
Wait for this thread to die. This thread to die.
means current thread.
Yeah. See guys, we got to put like 7 1s are 7 and then 9 1s are 9 90 table is printing, right? Exactly. Yes, yesterday I given like these 3 examples requirement, guys. I think we done this 3 examples requirement, right? Exactly. So it is all about using the join method, and we understood that like every function. What happened, guys? Good. Total we done total how many examples, guys? Total 3 examples we done. First case, for the same functionality doing means for the single class you can create the multiple objects. Second case, different functionality doing means different objects you can create. Third example, during object creation I want to pass my data value to print the table. That's what I'm passing here 7, I'm passing the 9 here, and I'm executing the corresponding functionality, right? 3 examples we done, guys. Okay, fourth example is like daemon thread, guys. Daemon thread means what? The threads which are executing at background. The threads are called daemon threads, guys. Guys, I think this is also normal thread, right? See the code once. Up to this one is a normal code, right? Exactly. Sir, what do you mean daemon threads, sir, first of all? Okay, the threads which are executing at background to give the support to the foreground threads. The threads which are executing at background, they're doing some background work, guys. They are doing some background work. That is, the threads are called what? Daemon threads. The threads which are executing at background to give the support to the foreground thread, those are called daemon threads. Just if you take the movie screen, in the movie screen on the top only we have the hero heroine, right? Yes, on the top only we have the hero heroine. But background, how many guys are working? Choreographer, cameraman, director, assistants, number of guys are working, right? Exactly. Guys, what they will do, they are supporting the main threads, right? Guys, they are supporting what? They are supporting like main threads, right? Exactly. Okay, simply they are supporting like main thread. Yeah, they are supporting main thread. But see, they are supporting they are supporting simply main thread. Assume they decide like 10 minutes is short. That is short belongs to 10 seconds actually. The short is at 10 seconds. They started. The hero heroine is like dancing. The cameraman director they are working in the background. That they decided how many seconds that shot will be 10 seconds. But within that 2 seconds, the main thread will stops execution, guys. Because if the 2 seconds, Main threads stops at execution means all background threads will automatically stop. They'll run because they decide like 10 seconds. Main thread also has to do 10 seconds, but main thread is doing the 10 seconds, 2 seconds is completed. In the 2 seconds, we got some issue. In the 2 seconds, we got some issue means all the background guys, they can do their own work, they can stop the automatically. Because if the main guys will stop the point or stop the data, then what the cameraman will do, director will do, everyone will stop, right? Guys, yes or no, everyone will stop or not. Then what the conclusion is? Once main threads completes the execution, yes, once the main thread completes the execution, all daemon threads are automatically. Tell me guys, once the main thread completes the execution, all daemon threads are automatically stopped, right? All daemon threads are automatically stopped, guys. Sir, how can you make this thread is a daemon thread? Yes, to make your thread is a daemon thread, t dot after creation of object, guys, t dot set daemon method we have to use. T dot set daemon of what? True. Yes, set t dot set daemon of what? True, right? Exactly. Then your thread will becomes what? Daemon thread. Yes, the thread becomes what? Daemon thread, right? Exactly. Yes, can I copy this for loop and main thread also let me print the data 10 times. So this is assumed like main thread. Okay. So then you can write the t dot start, right? Before starting the thread, we can set the nature to the thread. What the nature we are setting is daemon nature to the thread, right? Exactly. So here daemon thread is printing how many seconds, guys? 10 second, 10 times. Main thread also printing 10 times. Both are running parallel, right? Yes, both are executing 10 times, it's not a problem. First case, it is just like normal. Yes, first case just like it is a normal termination, right? Yeah, both are doing the work properly. Both are doing the work properly, right? So Java the class is called what? Java the class is called thread demo class, right? Both are doing work perfectly, so that 10 seconds they decided 10 seconds, main also decided 10 seconds, everything is going good. Everything is going good. But see guys, in the but main thread I given only 2 times, guys. You know what happened here? The main thread will complete how many seconds, guys? In 2 seconds the main thread will complete, right? Guys, for the main thread I given how much time? For the main thread I given just
1 second.
guys, for the main thread I given how many seconds? 2 seconds, right? Then 2 times data is printed. Like 2 times means what? Has to wait for the 2 seconds, right? It's fine. After 2 seconds, what happened, guys? But daemon thread has to print it 10 times only. But is the daemon thread is working or is automatically stopping? That we have to see. This main thread 2 times completed. I think daemon thread is stopped or daemon thread executing.
Stop.
Yeah, daemon thread is stopped, right? Exactly. Yeah, daemon thread is definitely what stopped is. Means what? Once the main thread completes its execution, daemon thread is automatically stopped, right? Even though it has to do some other work, but it automatically stopped. There's a daemon behavior, guys. And when the main thread is running, internally daemon thread is executing, giving the support to the main thread. Giving the support to what? The main thread. If main thread is stopped means, if the main thread is stopped means what the need of the background work? Guys, what is the need of what? Background work, right? Exactly. That is called daemon threads, guys. The threads which are executing at background, those are called daemon threads. To set the daemon nature, you can go for the set daemon method. Once if you set the daemon nature to check that thread is daemon or not, then you can take the is daemon method. Is daemon method, right? Exactly. Yeah, there are 4 examples, guys. First example, different multiple threads are doing the same activity. So for the same class, you can create the multiple thread objects. Second example, different activities. 3 threads are doing the different activity means take the 3 different classes, they write their own functionalities. Third example, during object creation, I take the 2 stable, 3 stable values, right? The third example. Fourth example, we will take like daemon thread, the threads which are executing at background, giving the support to the foreground threads, main thread, that is called daemon thread. Now that daemon behavior case, once the main thread complete execution, once the main thread completes its execution, all daemon threads are automatically stopped. Good. Guys, you write one assignment about the thread priorities. Guys, priority range is like 1 to 10 because we can set the priority to the thread, guys. Thread to the priority to the thread. Guys, for the first thread, give the priority 10. Second thread, give the priority 1. You try to execute the code, and please let me know whether the priority is working properly or not. The priority is working properly or not. Guys, the priority range is like 1 to 10, guys. 1 is like lowest priority, 10 is like highest priority. For one thread, you can take the lowest priority. For one thread, you can set the highest priority, and you try to run the code. You try to run the code, guys. Yeah, that's all for today, class. We'll meet in tomorrow. We'll meet in tomorrow. We'll continue, guys.
Sir, tomorrow is Saturday. Do we have class?
Need holiday?